Hi, Jackie. Hi, Olivia. Hello. It's clickbait. It's clickbait. It's clickbait. It's clickbait, guys. I'm a curvy black girl. I am not debuting in a K-pop group. I will debut when pigs fly. Let's be honest. I'm gonna move this so that yeah. Okay. All right. I'm sorry. I have to do what I have to do to get the views. It's just how it has to be. I'm sorry. I have to do what I have to do. If I debut one day, I'll make sure to tell you though. I'll debut in my school's girl group. I don't know. I'll join the dance team and then we'll see. Then you can hype me up. How's your guys' life been? What are you doing? How's your summer break been? Or if you're already back at school, how's that going? I'm still in summer break actually right now. I'm at my cottage right now actually, just enjoying life. Not debuting, sadly. Oh, if you guys have seen my new video, did you like it? Was the editing okay? Was it okay? Hi. My life is chaotic, but I got to see very, very and hyphen. So I have things to look forward. Yeah, that's something to look forward to. Honestly, before COVID, when I ordered those tickets to the BTS concert, before it got canceled by COVID, life felt good. I didn't even care what happened in my life. I was just having a fun time leading up to the day. And then it got canceled. I have to take medical terminology this year. I just hope I don't fail. You will not fail, Jackie. You're not gonna fail. You're gonna do great. You're gonna slay. You're gonna get A pluses. Just believe in yourself. You got this. You got this, Jackie. School idol group. Honestly, my school my school doesn't have an idol group, but we have the dance team, and they might as well be the K-pop idols of our school. None of them are Korean, but they're all like the really skinny popular girls. So I guess they're the idol group of our school. I'm in Europe right now. That's so cool. Where in Europe? Like France or Germany. I'm back at school, but it starts oh, that's different. In the afternoon. I used to have like kindergarten where it ended like at 12. It ended really early. It was like a half day thing, but it only happened on Fridays. It was weird. The UK, that's cool. I kind of want to visit the UK. I have a friend who's there right now. A friend who sadly will not be coming back to my school. Is kind of sad. But she's in the UK right now. She looks like she's enjoying it. I'm just gonna be working since since I'm graduated already. Oh, really? Where are you gonna be working at? Or like, what do you plan to work at? You know? Oh, did you guys see the? I want to talk about this. Did you guys see the Twice? Did you guys see the Twice trailer? It's exactly what I needed. I literally cuz I don't know. I didn't get to see it when it just came out, but I got to see it like when I came back from something and my internet came back on. I literally rushed into the bathroom and just sat there and literally spent like 5 minutes just looking at it. It looks so good. It looks so good. Speaking of jobs, why is it so hard to get hired? I don't know. You tell me. I need to know what's the secret to getting jobs. I have friends who get jobs so easily, whether it be connections or just they're good at it. I can't. I cannot get a job for the life of me. I need one. I have bills to pay. I have Spotify and Disney Plus bills to pay. I need a job, but oh well. Hello. No, but that's me. I do that for all my faves when I'm at work. Literally, I ran to the bathroom. I I needed a contained space for myself because my cottage doesn't really have its own space. Like literally everything's just really close together. It's honestly the low part of this trip. Like I miss being at home and having my own space. But I just got promoted at my local grocery store. I got a clap for that one. Good job. I have a friend who works at a grocery store. They make a lot of money, actually. I'm like shocked. They make a lot of money. And then I have another friend who's a part timer at this rock climbing place, and she makes like 18 an hour or something. So she gets about like 800 to $900 a week. And I'm like, oh, okay. I was making $400 a week maximum. So, didn't you say in a previous live that we were going to play more games on the next live? I did. I just haven't been able to plan anything. I'm going to do it. I've just been working more on like setting up like YouTube videos cuz I feel like if I just focused on my live streams, like would I even consider myself a K-tuber anymore? But I do plan on doing that. I actually have a lot more ideas I want to do with my live. It's gonna take a while for me to really put it into the channel. My channel's kind of doing a little revamp thingy. Like I don't have my aesthetic for my channel really set in place yet. I liked the one that I did with my latest video, but it needs some polishing. Um I'm low-key sad that I'm not gonna do the thumbnails that I used to do anymore for my YouTube videos. I felt like they were kind of iconic. Like I liked my I liked my channel thumbnails. It's kind of sad to let them go, but I'm changing my aesthetic, so it has to happen. I don't know why, but dogs are barking outside of my house. They want you. They want you to come out. They want you to come out and play. The fact that you say you have a cottage just sounds so fancy and cute for some reason. It's not that. I'm not going to sit here and say that it's not a good cottage, because actually nice. It's more of a glamping cottage. But when I say it's small, it's small. It's like a really small house. It's not that fancy, but it's still nice. I'm still very thankful for it. I hope it will be good. Me too. I just really want a good comeback. I want good comeback, good music. And I usually get that from Twice, so I'm not that worried, to be honest. I don't see I don't see in any world where Twice will give me a bad comeback. I just don't see it. Help, I'm scared of dogs. Really? They're so sweet though. Cats? I'd like to have a word with cats. I have it out for cats, honestly. I do not like them. And there's certain dogs that still heavily terrify me. But cats, I don't know. They're evil. Dogs can be terrifying, but at least they're cute, you know. At least that's true. At least. Some some dogs look kind of ugly. I'm not even gonna lie. Honestly, the ugliest animals are the hairless ones. They, oof. I don't know who wants to buy any hairless dog or cat. Must have not been loved. uh, the sad thing is JYP's albums will be digital. All of them? I mean, I guess that's a win for the environment, but not for me. I want to unbox albums and like, really? It's all digital? I don't like that. I mean, I do, the environment. But at what cost? You don't like cats? Okay. Well, here's my opinion on cats. Some of them are really cute. I had a friend who had a cat. Loves the cat. He was so sweet, so nice. But like, I don't know. There's something about cats. I don't like the way they navigate. I don't like the way they I don't like how some of them look at me. Some of them look at me like they're better than me. Have you ever met like a cat that just gives you off vibes? Like dogs give scary vibes, but cats, it's a different type of scary vibe. A dog looks like they'll just like roughhouse you. Cats look like they'll burn your house on accident and then act cute about it to make you forget that it was their fault. I don't know. That's my opinion on cats. I just don't. They're so ugh. Like but we love them, okay? But we love cats. So I don't hate cats. I'm wary of them. They give me a bit of evil vibes, you know. My cat was a demon. She would literally attack anyone. This is what I mean. Like they're always bothered. And for what? I'm feeding you. I'm taking care of you. I'm loving you. But why do you still scratch me? It's not fair. I don't know. I like dogs. I like dogs more than cats, but I don't absolutely hate cats. But you know, they're okay. Hi Ningelic. Hi. Hi. My mom loves cats. She takes stray cats a lot. She takes care of stray cats a lot. Oh, that's good. That's nice. Honestly, I feel so bad for like stray cats and dogs. I feel even worse for dogs who were just left by their owners. Like I get if you can't take care of a pet anymore, like that's totally understandable, but like find a home for them, and if you can't do that, find someone trusting and responsible who can find a home for them. I will never understand just throwing your dog out. It's really like it makes me think these people just should never have a pet in general, because how can you be that careless of an animal? Cats are either angels or true, true. There's no in between. You never have a cat that's just all right. I think cats are often nicer than stray cats are often nicer than domestic ones. Me too. I think it's just because when you pamper, and this is not just for animals, it can also be for people too. When you pamper something, it gets used to that and it has this entitlement to being pampered. So if they don't get pampered by someone or something, they could act out. I feel like that's just what it is for cats. They're just a bunch of pampered people. Dogs are like that too. Humans are like that too. It's honestly annoying. I forgot to say, I've been on Twitter. I've been on K-pop stan Twitter for a bit. Like I kind of ventured in and I low key want to get out. You know why I ventured in? It was all because of New Jeans. Let me I have been watching New Jeans like a hawk. I can't even help it. I literally do not like the idea. I do not like Minhyejin. I don't feel comfortable with the idea of them even being a group with their little maknae. And that goes for any group. I like Hive debuting in '07 at her young age. Le Seraphim debuting Unche. Like, I don't like that either. But oh my gosh, it's the music, guys. It's literally the music. I don't know why. It's not even like this new transformative thing. It's the music, but it's got me. It's got me hooked. So I literally went on to Stan Twitter because of New Jeans. Low key mad at them for that. Like, thanks a lot, New Jeans. Thanks a lot. And I ventured in and like, because usually when I'm on the Twitter space, but uh usually when I'm on the YouTube space, you can be a fan of two groups at the same time, and it's not a weird thing. But why on Stan Twitter is it like such an anomaly to be a multi stan? Especially with girl groups. Like, what in the world? I'm not even on boy group stan Twitter. I'm on the worst of the worst. I'm on girl group stan Twitter. Actually, get me out of that place. It's so negative. For what? Why is everyone hating on everyone? Why? What? Like, genuinely, people are mean on there just to be mean. I'm shocked. Like, it's not the first time I've been on Stan Twitter, but I think I was on a different side. I was like on the BTS army side, which is still scary, but this is a different weird to me. Like, this is weird. I, I don't know what it is, but it's scary. It's actually scary. I don't know. I'm gonna have to like say I'm not interested in these tweets anymore and just get back to like, I don't know, manga Twitter or whatever. Cause is actually hurting me. I'm like, can y'all not just get along? Is it really hard for you guys to get along? What the hell? I honestly was very disgusted and disappointed when I found out their ages. I don't even know what to say. I don't know. I don't know if I could say I was disgusted. I know that doesn't sound morally amazing, but like I'm just so used to it now. It wasn't a crazy shock. The '08 was a crazy shock. I'm not even going to lie. I saw 2008 cuz now when I see 2006 and up, I'm not too crazy about it. That could also be because I'm born in 2006, but also like it's so normal now. It's always been normal. It's so normal now that I've just become so desensitized. But the '08 was crazy. I was like, '08 to 2008? Like, mm, they're just entering high school. I mean, it's I remember some of my friends' siblings who were born in 2008, and even though we're 2 years apart, they're still babies to me. Like, that's weird. I don't know. I don't like it. And I also don't like, cuz here's the thing. I see how people are more worried about the fans, but from what I've seen of New Jeans fans, I'm more worried about their antis, whatever. I'm more worried about them because the New Jeans fans, they're in denial. I'm just going to be honest. They're in a little bit of denial, which is sad. But the New Jeans antis, they know that that the way they can hate on this group is just by sexualizing them to the max. Especially the 2008 girl. It's so scary. The way the aunties talk about the 2008 girl, that's very scary. Like, I do not. One of the and it was a pretty big tweet. One of them was like, the macne of this group spread her legs or split her legs open to get the amount of streams they have, something like that. This was coming from some 30-year-old person. I was so flabbergasted. I'm like, it's not fair. It's really not fair. Especially because I know that these girls don't like it's not the girls' fault, but I feel like a lot of this concern for the group has became, oh well, I guess now we just have to crap on the group. But like, the New Jean girls are not at fault for Min Hee Jin. And I feel like a lot of people have gotten lost in the sauce, and they're putting their anger on Min Hee Jin, this 40-year-old woman, on these young teenage girls. Like, the plot of the movie's lost. The plot of the movie's really lost. Cause I'm not even gonna lie. I sat on a live for like some odd hours talking about how I'm angry at Min Hee Jin. But never, and I mean never, will I put that anger onto those girls, because they are not the problem. They are a part of a problem, but that they did not create. But they are not the problem. Min Hee Jin's the problem. The industry's the problem, and I'm always going to stand for that. I I will never say anything bad about the girls. I will never joke about the girls because they are a victim of this situation. In no way do I feel comfortable speaking badly about them. But sadly, a lot of other people do. Like, it's sad. Sadly, a lot of other people do. I only stick to seeing updates from my phase because I just got Twitter for that, but my feed literally hates me, so it decides to give me controversial TXT and then hype and posts. Both are my alts. Exact, like, I don't understand that. Why, why, why does Twitter give me the negative tweets? I feel like their algorithm has been coded to give you negative tweets because I feel like they want that negativity. I feel like Twitter knows that negativity is one of the selling points of their app. So they do that. Which is weird. Very, very weird. It's scary how how people sexualize them. It's just scary. Yeah. I I have never seen I've I I don't know. I'm shocked. I'm just really shocked. Especially because I thought like a week ago we were talking about we need to protect minors. We need to make sure that, like, that they're not being put into this industry that can harm them. And like, when did that stop being a thing? Like, why are some people switching up so fast? Oh yes, someone tweeted saying Hayen from New Jeans gave head to higher up so they can debut. Like, that's not okay. First of all, that's not okay for anyone. I don't know. Like, this isn't that wouldn't be okay to say about any group, no matter their ages, but it's the fact that they felt comfortable saying that about a minor, which is probably why minors shouldn't debut in the first place, because a lot of people get jaded by jealousy and anger or whatever, and they don't even care anymore at that point that a person's a minor. They will literally just talk. They do not care. Like, bro, in Hyphen, they are sexualizing Nicki and Jungwon. I don't understand the need to, like, okay. Here's my whole point about minors. Obviously, it's not with the way the industry operates and works as of right now, minors shouldn't be debuting in it. Not just because of the higher ups and people like that in power who can do bad things to them, but also because fans are just not mature enough to be able to handle just liking a group that has minors in it. Like, whether that be actual fans or antis. But the thing is, it's not going to stop. And there's the saying, put your money where your mouth is, and I totally agree with that. But here's the thing. K-pop has been debuting minors before it even got popular in the West. And from what I've seen from the Korean side of, K-pop right now, they don't have a problem with new jeans. So they'd still be buying. And that's the biggest problem. International stands, we can put our money where our mouth is, but they're not going to listen to us because at the end of the day, they don't really care about us. That's why our idols still do these cultural appropriation things, and they're very ignorant because companies do not care about our opinions. We could stop buying their things and they're still going to do stuff. Like, it's sad because I wish it was as easy as us just not buying anything and then they'll stop. But to be very honest, in order for the whole idols in the industry to stop, Koreans have to stop buying the product. But again, I haven't really seen Koreans have a terrible problem with it. Like, I haven't. Honestly, most of New Jeans fan base are Korean. So I don't really think that we're going to see a shift in any of this. I don't see any of that happening. What do you think about adults standing groups with minors in them? A said adult doesn't sexualize them. It depends. It really depends because I feel like if you have a 15, 14-year-old on your wall and you're 20 something, that's weird. I'm not even going to cap. That's weird. But I don't think there's a problem with liking a group that has a minor in it and just liking the group and listening to their music. I do think there's a problem though if you I don't know how to explain it. You can like groups with minors in it if you are an adult, but you have to know your limit cuz it's not the same as a minor liking a group of minors. Like, me liking New Jeans is not as weird because I'm literally 16. A 25-year-old, 26-year-old, whatever, liking New Jeans, you got to know your limit. you probably should only be there for the music and maybe the cute concept, but maybe you shouldn't be buying the albums and putting the posters up on your wall and obsessing over everything. I feel like that's for the best. Hey, I'm 19 and I stand New Jeans. Should I be concerned because I love? I don't think you should be concerned. I I I feel like there's a distinct difference between liking New Jeans, standing them, and then being obsessed. I'd be more like worried if you were obsessed with the members and you were like, "Oh, wow, this is like," you know what I mean? Like there's a big difference between standing the group and being full-heartedly obsessed with them, especially if you were obsessed with like one member in particular who was really young. Like I see a lot of people like Ive, and I mean, Ive doesn't have all minors in the group, but if you were like older and you were like only obsessed with is that how you say her name? Sorry, I don't really stand Ive like that. But if you were like an adult and you were obsessed with like Liso of Ive, then I'd be a little worried. It's Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah. I find a way to like say that more efficiently, maybe in a video or something, or like I'll write a script or something or a community post about my idea about that. But I don't think you're exactly wrong for liking a group that has minors in it. It's just the way you go about it. Like it's the way you navigate it that will change whether you're just an adult that can appreciate the aesthetic of a group or a creepy adult that's obsessed with children, you know? There's a big difference. They're most definitely not in the same. What if someone over 18, what if someone was over 18 and they stand a group like in hype? Because some of the members are around the age of 18, but Nikki is still 16. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Again, as long as you navigate it correctly. When it comes to minors and you being an adult, you have to navigate these things correctly. Like there's a certain way, for example, even your teachers at school when you were a minor, or even if you're a minor now, um even your teachers, even if your teacher likes you, I mean platonically and teacher and student wise, they know they have to navigate a different way. One, because you're their student, and two, because they're an adult and you're a minor. There's just a certain way adults have to act around minors, not because adults are a danger to minors, but because they're adults. The age is just different. And I think that's the same way you should stand groups with minors in them. There's a certain way you have to act just because you're not you're not a minor. That's just how it is. Even minors don't feel fully comfortable with minors debuting, and that's perfectly fine too. Nah, I'm not obsessed, but my bias is Minji and Honey because I want to dress like them. Their style is cool. Exactly. Like you're not doing anything weird. Like there's a certain fine line between, being obsessed and just liking a group. I think everyone understands that for the most part. I'm a minor, but I can't put in many posters on my wall because it makes me uncomfy. So it'd be weird if an adult had their walls full of posters. Yeah, yeah. I honestly feel like I feel like if you're not a minor, you shouldn't have minors on your wall. Like even if they're K-pop idols, I personally wouldn't feel comfortable with it. I don't even feel comfortable putting posters on my wall that are sexual in any way. Luckily, the posters that I've gotten from K-pop albums have been very tame. It's just the group standing there, or it's just the member just staring and looking perfectly normal. But if there was like any type of sexual poster or anything like that, I wouldn't feel comfortable putting it on my wall. Cause like your wall is a reflection of you. I don't know. I don't think you'd want to have something where you'd have to explain why it's up there. If you have to explain why it's up on your wall, then you probably shouldn't have it on your wall. It's just, if you have to explain it, maybe it shouldn't be there. Shouldn't companies change their standards of their ages? Like when people are wanting to be idols, like the audition forms, like they're looking for 2001 to 2004 people. They already have that. It's just they have it at a very low thing. I heard recently they're now even looking for kids as young as 2012 to audition. Not exactly debut, but audition. Just crazy. So crazy. I honestly don't have a problem with not young kids, but like maybe 12 and up training. And I mean like training. And if they're training, they still get to go to school, but it's like after school activities, like how you go to school and then after you'd finish school, you'd go to the company and you do some training, like a dance class. And then by the time you're 18, you'll be so good that you can debut. I think that's perfectly fine. Like, but that's not how it is a lot of the times. There's even times where like trainees are are doing like activities where they're promoting as if they were idols. So, but I feel like if they did training like it was an after school activity, like ballet class or gymnastics or soccer or whatever, I wouldn't be like that weird with it. I feel like that could be a thing. I think K-pop companies for the industry they are from just want to debut someone not too old because they wanted just a fresh new faces to debut and keep for a long time. I read that so weirdly. But I understand that because being young sells. Everyone loves the young teen, the young girl, the young boy who's just living their dream, doing their thing, living their life. That was a huge reason why Britney Spears was so popular. She was the fresh, new, young teen who was singing and dancing and being so cool and had sponsors and things like that. And it's sold really well. It sold really well. But I feel like where is that where is that trend rooted in? Like why is everyone so obsessed with youth? And why has youth became something that can't be in their 20s? Like if you're in your 20s, you're still young. You're not old, but it's become like such a weird thing. Even 30 isn't that old. Like 30 is not old. But for some reason, in this idol industry, if if someone isn't in their teens, they're considered old or not or grown up. But like you have to think about it. These idols debuting at 21, whatever, they're young. They literally just finished high school. They're young. Yeah, maybe they can drink now, but they're young. They were just in school. They just finished their school. I don't think people realize how young that is. I see it for myself through my siblings. My siblings are in their 20s and they're young. They act like young people. Of course, they have more responsibilities because they're older, but they're young. Like, it's not, I don't know why that's become such a thing that isn't normal anymore. People are young, it's normal. Yes, why can't they train like how people do sports practice? Exactly. It would be so much, it would be like, it wouldn't be weird because I see it all the time with friends, like from when I was growing up, even me too. I'd go to school, I'd have normal friends, I'd hang out with my friends on weekends and stuff, I'd do fun things. But after school, I'd go home, eat like a dinner or something, and then get ready to go to soccer practice. And you know what? I honed my skills in soccer, but I still got to be a kid. I still got to be a kid. That's the most important thing. I saw someone called Lisu too old. Are you y'all serious? From IVE? Like the young girl from IVE? People want toddlers to debut. I'm being honest. People want toddlers to debut. And let's be honest, if toddlers debuted, some people would defend it. And that's the weirdest part. Some people would really defend it. And they're calling Irene from Red Velvet old. Irene is not old. She's in her 30s, her early 30s. She's not even 35. She's not even reaching 40. She's in her early 30s. In what way, shape, or form is that old to you people? That's not old. She's young. People are so used to seeing young teenagers debut that 20 plus people seem old to them, which is so weird. It is like they're not weird for being in their, they're not old for being in their 20s. Their 20s is young. Like, my goodness. People see 20-year-olds and 30-year-olds as if they're 80. They're really not. You're not even fully developed until you're like 25 or something. So, what? I think people are liking or being obsessed with youth because it's the concept of this generation. All of the K-pop industry are seeing this generation as the youth. Yeah, but like, youth is such like a wide thing. Like, youth is not your teens. Youth is not just your teens. Youth is like, in my opinion, your teens to about your 20s, your early 20s. I still consider people like 20 to 22 in their youth. Once you hit 23 though, you're kind of an adult. Like, sorry, you're an adult now. But I feel like 15, 16 to like 22, you're a youth. You're obviously at different parts of being a youth. Like, there's a stark difference from being 16 and 22, but you're a youth nonetheless. You're still a youth. Yeah, no, I agree. It's just a strange thing to consider that people want super young kids to debut, especially under K-pop groups. And I just want to point out how weird that was. Yeah. I I don't know. Ugh. I don't know why people want why do you want kids to debut so young? So young. What is the obsession with it? I still think the youngest they should debut is 17, 18. Yeah, that's the youngest. That is the youngest. I saw someone say 16 and it's pushing it. It would be somewhat reasonable, but not really reasonable. Like, I'd still think it's questionable if you're debuting at 16. But 17 and 18 is just the most comfortable. Like, 17, you're in your last year of high school. You probably know what you want to do with your life, and you have a good enough education where if you didn't want to be a K-pop idol anymore, you could easily do that. You know? Even if an idol was 50, I wouldn't think they were old. Getting old, but it's not like grandma age. Yeah. 50 is getting old, but you're not old. Like, at 50, it's just you're midway through life. Literally, that's what 50 is. Because the most people don't really live to 100, but we kind of have 100 as that post of life. So 50 is like midway through life. You're not old. You're just getting there, you know? And if an idol can still move at 50, I mean, let them debut. Also, it might have to do with fourth gen and their distinction for intense choreographies. Cause excuse me, let's all face it, 12 early 20-year-olds are usually pretty energetic and have the endurance to learn choreo. True. I think it's also the company probably also just finds it easier to deal with younger idols because younger people are easier to manipulate. Um I honestly feel like it's the same place for any job. I worked at a place where they literally only hired young people and minors. And it was very easy to tell it was because minors are easy to manipulate because they don't really know the laws and stuff like adults do. So you can manipulate them and you can make them feel like they're doing something wrong, even if they're not. It's very easy to manipulate minors. So that's why a lot of the times they're debuted because they're easier to work with because they don't even know what they're doing. They're young. They don't know the industry like that. They have not been in it. But you know what? That's the crazy thing. And it's sad to say this, but when a minor debuts young, at least we know that when they're older, they know how to navigate that industry because they've been through so much that they know not to play games with anyone anymore. They know what's what, which is good, but then also at what cost? At what cost? 50 is not even old. Like from 65, then you're starting to get old. Yeah. 65, you're starting to get old, you're reaching grandma territory. But I've seen people in their 50s who are still living their life. Like, I've seen people in their 50s who don't even look 50. They look 40, sometimes even 30. It's a normal thing. It's not that old. Not saying anyone older than that can't learn, but I think it would be harder for someone older to try and do choreographies that other fourth-string groups do and keep up with the long, strenuous work. Yeah, I understand that. I totally understand that. I feel like I don't want to say this is gonna sound weird, but like, as you get older, your brain kind of forgets things a little easier. But I also feel like that's not really a thing that happens at 30 and 20. Maybe you have more responsibilities and you're stretched more thin because you're older. But I feel like debuting idols at 25, 30 wouldn't be such a bad idea because I don't think they're gonna be like forgetting everything. And of course, I know you're not just justifying it, but yeah, it's definitely a factor that's there. Why do I think Blift is a company that doesn't care about the scandals that Enhypen has now that you're talking about manipulation? Yeah, I'm just going to be honest. A lot of big companies, not even just big companies, workplaces, wherever, will hire minors because they know they can take advantage of them. And that's for any industry, whether it be fast food or idol industry, anything like that. They will take advantage of minors because minors don't, they're not adults. They haven't been through everything. So it's easy to manipulate them and to make them feel like they're the bad guys forever standing up for themselves. It's a normal occurrence. You can't talk in my life. Don't. Okay. Bye. Sorry, guys. That was my mom. What was I on? What was I on again? I think it's even worse when foreign idols debut at a young age. They probably can't understand half of the stuff on the contract. Yep. 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 I wouldn't even be surprised if there were situations where idols didn't understand anything and they asked to understand it and like they didn't even give correct translation because companies are just trash like that. They're not nice. A lot of people are like, you can't turn companies into supervillains. They're not all these supervillains, but you'd be surprised. Corporate companies are not nice. They work on money, they navigate on money and how much they can make and get out of their workers. They do not care. If companies could get away with doing bad things to their workers, they could, but they fully can't because there's laws in place to make sure that workers can correct them and, say, hey, this is going on and da 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 da, and the company can get a bad reputation. But I swear, if these companies didn't have rules to make sure they were, staying in their lane, you'd see a lot of terrible things. And there's still terrible things happening, even with the rules that they have in place to keep idols safe and just minors safe. It's such a normal thing. What I notice is when a male young idol debuts, they are sexualized so hard, but no one says anything. But when a female idol debuts and is sexualized, it's different. No minor should be sexualized. Yeah. Is it weird? Like no, why does no one say anything? the only time I've heard people talk so much about a minor being sexualized was Nicki, which is a good start. But even then, you saw an alarming amount of people who were defending it. Like, I think it's a weird thing. I don't even know. I don't even know where that stems from. Is it misogyny? Where does that stem from? But I feel like is it misogyny or misandry? I don't know. I think it's a little bit of both, to be honest. But it's really scary how no one really, I don't know, cares when young boy idols are treated like that. We feel like it needs to be talked about more because, man, the way young male idols get sexualized in the industry is just it's not nice. My mom is 50, looks 40 or 30, and she's so healthy and normal. When I tell people she's 50, they think she's a grandma or something. That's what I'm saying. My mom is in her 50s too. She does not look it. So whenever people find out that she's not young and she's in her 50s, people are surprised. And it's what do you think 50 looks like? 50 is not that old. It's really not. I remember being young and people were shocked that my mom was in her 40s. It's really not that weird. It's not. People think you just stop living at 20 or something. People really think that. B-Lift is freaking crappy. I don't even want to get started on them. They make me so sad, so mad. Okay, the two worst companies under the Hive umbrella have to be Source and B-Lift. They do nothing. All they do is set up their idols for the worst. They've done it to multiple groups. B-Lift has only done it to Enhypen. Enhypen has had as many controversies as, I don't know, more than one group should. It's quite crazy how much they have controversies and the company says nothing about it. I'm like, why are you sitting here letting people just say whatever they want and you're not talking about it? They truly think that they can avoid it and it will go away. And don't get me started about Source music. Okay, I would have said Pledis, but Source music this year has to be the worst. I'm sorry. And I'm literally forgetting about Adore. Can we talk about their CEO? Can we talk about their CEO? Adore has to be at the top of the worst because that's actually insane. Next would be B-Lift. No. I'm actually going to put Source next. Source has shown us this year that they don't know how to manage their groups. Source has shown us this year that they struggle. Ooh. Also, Source has shown us that minors should not debut in their group because they don't know how to protect them. I just don't like Source. They really take the cake for some crazy level of stupid. Like, they're actually terrible. And Pledis, I'm not gonna go into that. But let's just say Pledis and Source are honestly tied. Honestly, the one company under Hive that hasn't really gotten under my skin this year is Big Hit. Is that not surprising? Like, don't get it twisted. Big Hit is crazy. And I was just about to talk about this. And I'm not gonna let it slide about the way the TXT members have been treated recently. But I think that's the only thing I can really say about them. Whereas the other labels, there's just so much garbage. There's so much garbage going on there. I don't even know. And Hypen is literally one of the most popular male idol groups, but B-Lift is letting them becoming the punching bag of fourth gen. Literally, B-Lift does not confront controversy. And they think that it's helping them because, silence is the best option for this because whatever we say is going to be taken out of context. No, you don't get to be that person. The idols themselves get to be those people who go, whatever we say isn't going to work. But it's your responsibility to do something. People still think that Olive and Hypen hate Sunu. And I don't know anything about Hypen. Maybe they do, but I hardly believe they do. Because I've seen other clips of them where they love Sunu. But people who don't follow Hypen have only seen the clips of them body shaming him. And B-Lift, what have they said about it? Nothing. Literally silent, nothing. And they think it's just going to go away. Obviously not. It is a huge stain on the group. There's a bunch of stains that are going to be on Hypen, and they are not cleaning them up at all. Source music. Where do I begin? Let's talk about how Source music did nothing for Kim Garam. And I hate talking about this because, at this point, I've moved on where I can understand that she's gone. But I'm not going to let Source music slide. And this is no way an attack at Le Sserafim. As you can see from my Yoonjin icon, I still love Le Sserafim. I'm going to support them with 5 members. But Source music is the problem. Source music is the problem. They did nothing. And they had a lot of evidence for her. And they showed nothing. I don't really think they did anything to help her, to be very honest. I don't think they did anything to help her. I think they gave up on her the moment the controversy became that big and they realized no one was going to be on her side. I think they literally gave up on her at that point. Yeah. Source music sucks. I'm not even gonna go farther. Adore, I'm coming for your neck. What's up with your CEO? And why is nothing getting talked about? Because Korea obviously doesn't care that much. But let's be serious here. Adore, why are you debuting a 2008? I mean, it's not only a you problem. Other groups are doing it, but why are you doing that? And then when things come out about the stuff you post on your Instagram, you stay silent. Why are you staying silent? It's not even your idols who are in the hot seat. It's your CEO, literally your CEO, and you're silent. Jake literally had to take action for himself, and even then, the company made sure he couldn't directly apologize for his controversy. That's the most disgusting thing. Yeah, like, what? In what world is it wrong for an idol to say sorry? I get there's nuance to it, but genuinely, he knew what he did wrong, and he wanted to say sorry for it, but he wasn't allowed. I don't know why that, did they think that was a good look? Did they think that was really a good look? They refused to let TXT produce music, and when Bombyu had threats of someone shooting during the world tour, they only gave Bombyu only one bodyguard. This, again, I feel like Big Hit doesn't care about TXT. I don't think they do. Now, I'm not going to sit here and act like TXT don't get good things, but I feel like HYBE doesn't really care about TXT that much because they have BTS. Like, I get it. TXT isn't their main money maker in Big Hit. It's BTS. I understand that. But you have to still care about them. That's literally your job. I don't understand how they don't get that. The way they handled Garam's situation shows why people shouldn't debut minors. Exactly. Because, listen, this would have still been terrible if Garam was 25, 30, 60. But it's the fact that she was 15, 16, 17, something like that, a minor, and they did this to her. And they let her get ridiculed, not for weeks, for months. This controversy started in April. And we still don't know everything because Source thought the best option was to just let her go and not tell us anything. I will never understand why they did that. I don't know if they thought it was for her own good because to be honest, it took her getting kicked out for her friend to be able to show the evidence because HYBE wouldn't let her. I don't know. Was HYBE working with Yuan-so? Like, who were they? Whose side were they on? I truly want to know. And let's not even say how this is terrible for Garam. This is terrible for all of the Seraphim. I'm sure the girls did not want to lose a member of their group. I'm sure they didn't want to debut in a controversy like this. And it's going to be with them forever. As much as Fear Nots are not going to want this to be with them, it's going to be. It's going to be a known fact and a stain on the group that their member got kicked out during the first few months because of a bullying controversy. It's always going to be there. It is always going to be there. And there's no one else to blame but Source and the fans. Y'all are also not y'all exactly. I mean, the fans are mostly to blame with Source Music. Because I'm not going to sit here and act like Source is the main cause of a lot of people's reactions. A lot of fans also played a huge role in this. I'm not going to act like they didn't, but I don't know. Now Garam is getting bullied in her own school. Now that those people who did that might have just ruined a minor's mental health. Exactly. I don't know why, but personally I can't give this situation up because it genuinely makes me sad. I don't care about Garam's looks. I do not care about any of that. If Garam was a objectively unattractive person, I'd still care because I just find this so unfair. This was such an unfair position to put a young girl in. I think we can all agree with that. This was such an unfair position, whether she was innocent or not. This was an unfair position to be put in. No one was on her side, not even the company. Not even the company that was supposed to be protecting her was on her side. None. And that's their job. That is their job. And she got the short end of the stick. She did. And we don't even know if the girl is guilty, innocent, whatever. We don't fully know everything. We don't. And why is that? Because the company won't tell us anything. The company gave one long statement. One. People didn't believe it. They went radio silent, and then all of a sudden we find out she's kicked out. We still haven't found out anything. And they don't need to tell us anything anymore because she's not in our company anymore, so she's not any of our business. You see how sneaky that is? That is Source Music. That is these K-pop companies. They are sneaky. And the sad thing is, people are praising them. People were praising them because no one could see past the group. No one could see past image. Everyone was thinking like a snarky CEO. Well, the group's image, the group's this, the group's that. But we were forgetting this whole situation started because of two minors. We do not know what fully happened. And not just Garam, but Yuan So is also getting the short end of the stick. They're getting hated by a bunch of people on the internet who know nothing. Garam's career is over, and we don't even know if she's a bully or not. I want to put that into perspective for people. We literally don't know. And her career is still over. Yuan So got a bunch of hate comments from a bunch of people. And they didn't and this was in the beginning, and we know nothing about Garam, and this girl was still getting hate. I don't care if you dislike Yuan So, that is still unsolicited hate. It's not, no. These are minors. These are kids. These are children. This is why children shouldn't be in the industry. They're going to still be in it, but let this be known. This is why they can't be in the industry, because no one cares about them. No one treats them with the sensitivity that kids need, because the minute they're in the industry, they're seen as adults. That is the truth of it all. The moment you are in the entertainment industry in any way, shape, or form, modeling, music, entertainment, any way, shape, or form, you're no longer seen as a human, as a child. You are seen as an adult, as a means to profit. And if you are not worth it anymore, they will kick you to the curb. They will blacklist you, and they'll make sure that you don't touch a stage or a camera ever again. That is the ugly truth of this industry, not just for minors, but for anyone in general. Look at Jessica Jung, blacklisted. Blacklisted. That's the scary fact about this industry. It's genuinely scary. It's terrible. It is so scary. Hi, I'm only 1 hour late to the stream. Hi. Hello. Hive did literally nothing for Garam and her scandal. They just left her to the wolves. Yeah. It's really disgusting. Garam and So are literally children. And the way people are sexualizing them, objectifying them, especially Garam, is disgusting. People are just mean to them. I want to know, were these people bullied, or were they the bullies at their school or whatever? Like, I never understand that. I've never felt the need to bully anyone on the internet, especially like these as idols have enough to worry about. They're in a system where they need to be perfect. Why should I bully them? They already have enough bullies in their own entertainment industry. They really don't need me to bully them. It's not fun. And the moment someone steps back, the moment someone steps in a K-pop company or any business in this case, people are going to expose your background and make it look bad. Exactly. They will take anything you've done, any type of bad, and just twist it. That's why a lot of idols actually say, I forget who it was, but there was an idol who spoke about like how if when they were growing up and they knew they wanted to become an idol, the thing they did was just keep their head down and keep to themselves, which is so sad. Because you should be able to live like a normal human being and then be able to grow from it and then become, whatever you want to be. You should be able to live normally. You shouldn't have to keep your head down and keep from associating with anyone just so you can become an idol. That sounds like a terrible way to live. To be honest, it's unfair that K-pop stans judge teenagers as if they were adults, hold them to the same standards when they're obviously not going to be as mature. That's another thing. Because there's a lot about the Garam and Unso situation, and I personally see it as both of them were just immature children, but a lot of people are seeing this as a bunch of messy like adults fighting. But you have to remember, these girls were 12, the bumping baby age of 12. Like, listen, kids can be mean, but you also have to realize are kids aren't fully emotionally developed as like adults or just older teenagers to really understand the implications of their actions. They do things, they say mean things. And I'm not just talking about Garam, I'm talking about both sides, Yunso and Garam. They're kids. And I know that seems like an excuse to people. Like a lot of people are like, when I was a kid, I didn't bully. When I was a kid, I wasn't rude. Really? Really? You were never rude. You never did anything, because I do not believe that. I'm going to be very honest. When you're a kid, you do bad things. Maybe you aren't a terrible kid. Like, most kids aren't the most nefarious people on earth. But, like, no one's perfect as a kid. You make mistakes, you get in trouble, you do bad things. But imagine if when you were 12 and when you people took that and now you're what, 16, 18 even, and people are using that as a scapegoat against you. That's weird. It seems very, it doesn't seem normal to really place a a teenager's bad actions based on when they were a kid. It doesn't, like, your character changes a lot from when you were younger. I don't know. It seems very unreasonable. Who knows? I was bullied in middle school, but I don't hold grudges on people. I forgive and move on. Exactly. I was too. I was bullied and I was mean to some people. It's something that happens a lot. Again, kids don't know how to fully cope properly with their feelings because they're children. They don't think the same way adults do. Even adults have a hard time coping with their anger and their sadness. It's something that takes a lot to learn. So I don't understand. I don't understand. Oh my goodness. To be honest, it's unfair that K-pop stand. Okay, I actually read that one. There's not a single person on this planet who didn't say or do something out of place as a kid. Like kids don't have filters. Kids are I'm just going to be honest. I love kids, but kids can be mean. Kids can be mean and they have no filter. They do not care because they're young. They're literally just learning to navigate the world. So they're going to do stupid things because they're young. Especially at 12, because I remember me at 12. I thought I was semi-grown. I was entering grade 6. I thought I was the baddest girl around. But I wasn't. I knew nothing. I still know nothing. And I'm in grade 11. Like, Jay Park or Jesse, who's worst? They're both pretty They're both pretty in my opinion. I can't really say which one's worse because I don't fully pay attention to them, but I think they're both equally just ignorant. You know? You see the people who were trashing Garam, they went after Sakura now and her plastic surgery. Really? I remember people saying that Garam said something about Sakura being a plastic monster, which was not true. Literally, I don't even think So said anything about that. I swear that was made up. I swear that was made up by the internet. There's a lot of things the internet made up. The internet always does that. They kind of jump on things. Both. Yeah. I don't really think either. I don't like to for fun, I do a poll or like a ranking of how ignorant idols are. But like if we're talking serious mode, I think every type of ignorance is equally bad, you know? Have you seen the TikTok of Jay Park dancing to Fast? I did. It reminds me of this one TikTok I saw. Oh my gosh. Of this guy dancing to one of Rihanna's songs. I don't know. It was the way he moved. It it was the way he moved. It was so I don't know. It felt unnatural. Looked like me when I'm trying to learn a K-pop move. Going off of your last point, I'm 21 and still can't cope with my anger and frustration. And I feel you on that. I'm not 21, but I'm 16. I still have trouble with that. Controlling your emotions is such a hard thing to do. Like it's a very good thing to learn, but it's really hard. It's easier said than done, you know? We all saw that TikTok. It was so ugh. I low-key felt bad for him because they were eating him up in the comments. People already don't like him. Oh. Hi, just joined. Is the title true? No, it's not true. But when it's true, I'll make sure to tell y'all. I will be the next Fatu. I don't want to say that wrong. I really don't. Oh, I don't want to say that wrong. I'm sorry to my Black ancestors. I don't want to say that wrong, but I probably did. I'll be the next her of K-pop. I promise you that. Please don't judge my name, anyone. I just saw your name. It's interesting. But live your truth, girl. Live it. Or boy. Or non-binary. We love you. Live your truth. I watched a tarot card reading on Hybe and XTXT, and let's just say TXT is about to be snapped and expose some things in the upcoming months. Hopefully, it's about their management. I refuse to believe. I I swear, if it's a bullying, I won't be able to take it. I actually won't be able to take a bullying scandal with TXT. I couldn't. Ugh. Especially if it's with Subin. I will be in the trenches. Y'all won't see me for a few months. Oh. Imagine if one of the TXT members got kicked out of the group. I'd be done. The synergy would be off. TXT is not TXT without 5. I personally think Jay Park. I personally think Jay Park because he disrespected I personally dislike Jay thing, but I don't know. Is it like or I personally think Jake Park is because he disrespected my religion and black people so much. Same as I think they're both equally. I think they're both equally bad, to be honest. I think they both are just so culturally insensitive and they don't say sorry for it. Jay Park has only ever said sorry when he's been backed up in a corner after making a terrible point. And Jesse just doesn't say sorry, you know? They're one of those K-pop idols where it's really understandable why people don't mess with them. Other idols, it's like, you know what, they've learned, they've grown, and we've seen it, but they don't seem to do that, honestly. Jessie, what did she do? Honestly, in my opinion, it's not it's not what Jessie does. It's just kind of I feel like Jessie's whole brand is basically copying black culture. At least the very American side of black culture and hip hop. And then also disrespecting it. And when she gets called out on that, she doesn't take accountability for it and she just goes, well, that's just me. Even though, yeah, no. She's also has a history of saying the N-word. And she said some things about girl groups back in the day that people just did not rock with. She has a lot of things that people just do not like her. Talking about K-pop TikToks, Jinny dancing to Heartburn. I haven't seen that. It hasn't shown up on my For You page. I might have to just go and look for it right now. But like for real though, what would you do if you were in a K-pop group? I'm going to be honest, if I was in a K-pop group, I would not be the visual. They would not give that to a black person. Sorry. Um hmm hmm I wouldn't be a dozen, to be very honest, guys. I got a little musical talent. I'm going to be honest. I got a little musical talent, and if I work hard at it, I can learn a dance pretty quickly. I feel like I'd be maybe a vocalist, not a main vocalist, but I'd be one of those vocals where people are like, the girls that get it, get it. Sarah's vocals are just so phenomenal. You guys just don't see it the way we do. I'd be like the Momo of my group. People would love my voice or they'd really hate it. I'm okay with that though. I'm okay with that. If one of the TXT members get kicked, I'm moving to another planet. I wouldn't even come back. I wouldn't know what to do. That would seal the deal for me being a Hive anti. And I'd be so loud about it too. I'd be like, they suck. I hate them. Like, oh my gosh. And it doesn't even matter which member. I could not. TXT is one of those groups that they have to have all 5 of them or it's just off. It's really just off. All of them come with different things, and if you get rid of one, it's just not. It doesn't work that way. Who's your bias in TXT? Subin. And then all the others come second because I do not have a least favorite member. I really do not. Honestly, sometimes my bias record changes all the time. Not my bias. My bias does not change. It'll always be Subin. And Subin really became my bias after the Fairy of Shampoo fan cam. But I'll be honest, when I first liked TXT, my bias was Yeonjun. But I don't know. The Fairy of Shampoo fan cam changed it. It just did. I don't even like it was the way he danced. He was just good. And I was like, wow. Wow. And I've loved Subin ever since. He's my channel name. I'd never let go of him. I really wouldn't. And then all the other members are like my bias wrecker. Like sometimes Yeonjun's my bias wrecker. Sometimes it's Bumgyu. Sometimes it's Taeyeon. Sometimes it's Hin and Kai. It depends on the day. It also depends on the video I watch. Like the closest member who's ever gotten to stealing that spot of my favorite, my bias in TXT, who ever got close to it after Subin became my bias was Bumgyu. So close. Because he's so funny. He is so funny. He's such a character. I love Bamgyu. He was so close to be like I love TXT guys. I haven't fully vibed with their music recently, like in the last like their concept that they're doing isn't for me, but I have faith their next concept will be for me. I do. I really do. I really do. And I'll never stop talking about them because it's them as their personas in TXT. I just love it. I love it too much to let it go. I really do. Poppin' Star by TXT has to be their best B-side ever. Not when Fairy of Shampoo. Well, let's take out Fairy of Shampoo because that is technically a remake of an original song. If we were to throw out Fairy of Shampoo, I think it's Maze in the Mirror. I know it's a slow song, so a lot of people don't get it. But y'all, Maze in the Mirror has to be TXT's best song. The acoustics, the vocals, the emotions. That whole album's just a beautiful piece of work, but that's just me. My bias is Bamgyu. His personality is just too good. I love Bamgyu. He's such a character. He is such a character. He really is. He's the only one who's ever came closest to taking Subin's spot. He hasn't, but he was so close. He was so close. You're giving me vibes of I can rant about Subin and TXT all I want without you getting what he said. No, because I could be talking nonsensical stuff, and if it says Subin and TXT, then it makes sense to me. I love TXT. I'm telling you, the day they debuted, I was set. I was set. It was everything to me. Bamgyu's woke. Okay. TXT hairstyles are usually so good. Oh my gosh. Bombyu's purple hair and Bombyu's blue hair was my everything. Oh my goodness. Yeonjin, I loved, what was it? It was like his blonde, it was blonde hair with like, I don't know, some type of highlight in it. It was in the Can't You See Me era. Loved it. Loved it. Oh my gosh. Taeyana, I think he had red hair one time, or maybe I'm getting him mixed up with someone, but oh my gosh. And Hidden Kai's blonde hair, yo. I'm actually having a breakdown because they look so good. Oh my, I'm gonna need a second. Like, it was so good. They have such good hairstyling. Such good hairstyling. Taehyun said that their rock era is over and they're going back to yes. Yes. Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh. I don't even know what to do. I literally want to jump up and down. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. She probably meant Taehyun. But oh my gosh. Ah. Oh, Yeonjun's yellow hair? Yeah, like his yellow hair. Good Boys Gone Bad, Gone Good. Yes! Good Boys Gone Bad, but now he's going good again. He's all good. Oh, and he's bright again. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. I'm actually so excited. I know a lot of people loved rock era TXT, but let's go back to the roots, boys and girls and non-binary pals. Let's go back to the root of TXT. They owned the bright concept. They owned the bright concept. When they came into the industry with that bright concept, everyone is so stunned. The girl group stands were hating, the boy group stands were hating. Like, I was on Twitter at that time. They hated TXT because, to be honest, and I hate to say this, but not many groups were doing it like them, especially boy groups. Boy groups were not doing it like them. And that's why they had such a huge girl group stand fan base too, because everyone liked them. Boy group stands and girl group stands. They just connected with everyone like that. But they still got so much hate because no one was really doing it like them. The only group I can really think about is maybe Astro. And even then, they're quite different. In my opinion, TXT is what Astro would have been if Astro came from a big company. You get what I mean? Like, it put that type of boy group style of K-pop back on the map. Oh my goodness. Good Boy Gone Bad is trash. I thought the same thing, and I still think it's not that good, but the rock version, like the live rock version, is actually good. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I watched a TXT stage of them doing a rock version of Good Boy Gone Bad with like actual instruments, and it was good. But the studio version with the synths and stuff and just not not live, it does not sound good to me. TXT feminine / bright concepts are the best in K-pop. Period. It's so good. It got everyone dancing. Genuinely, TXT does good in those concepts. And I don't know. They do like their dark concepts. I could tell that they were enjoying themselves during Good Boy Gone Bad. And I swear I remember one of the members talking about how they wanted to do more of a sexy concept. And you know what? They got to do that. But I feel like they're gonna like doing bright concepts again. Or maybe that's just me being biased because I like it, but I feel like they're going to enjoy it again, you know? Imagine for their next comeback all of the bright concept that will take over the world. That would be so good. I know there's gonna be salty fans though that are like, what happened to Good Boy Gone Bad? And I'm gonna be like, this is what they were like when they debuted. This is what they were like. The OGs know. The OGs know that this is TXT before I know I love you and Good Boy Gone Bad. This is what they were. This is what they were doing. I used to hate TXT. Oh no, why? I mean, I need to know. I actually would like to know. I'm not gonna like shame you for it or anything, but I'd like to know like what was the reason for not liking them at the time. It would be interesting to know because I immediately loved them. It also was because they were the little brothers of BTS, and I was in army at the time. But it was their songs and them that really kept me. But I'd like to know, like, why did you not like them at first? TXT light concept, TXT dark concept. Yes. Like they're just good. It's good. I don't know. It's good. It's just good. Bombed you to Subin during that one show of the sleep idol. Keep going, Subin. Good boy gone. That is a sexy con. You need abs. Oh my gosh. Sexy bright com. Yeah, they could literally do a mix of both. Astro did that. Astro did that before with All Night, which All Night has to be one of the best K-pop 2019 songs. Like if y'all weren't bumping All Night in 2019, what were you even doing? Like I'm judging you, to be honest. All Night by Astro was the bop. It was really that good. Give me a second, guys. I need to get my charger before my computer dies, and it would be an awkward way to end the live stream. Okay, and plugged in. Hated their songs. I don't know why. I just did. That's understandable. If I were to rank TXT's like titles and their concept as a whole, their debut definitely wouldn't be first. Don't get me wrong, Crown is so iconic and the album is most definitely iconic, but it's a debut album. It showcased a bit of what TXT could do, but it wasn't everything. It was not everything. But now they're my alts. Good character development. Good character development, most definitely. Based on TXT's logo changing, where the broken heart design is slowly healing, as you can see in their new logo, in their Japan comeback, I think their dark concept might be over soon. I don't know. I feel like if they did it a third time, it would become very repetitive. Like a second time, that's okay. Because, they're following a story. I get it. But a third time, I feel like we're going to get a how do I say this? I feel like we're gonna get a more "Can't You See Me" type of comeback, uh, like Eternal, the whole Eternal concept and album. It's going to be a light comeback like that, but it will have dark elements. I feel like that's what we're going to get. We're going to get a bright comeback. That's also dark to follow the themes. It's like everything's bright and sunny on the outside, but on the inside, we're hurt and we're broken and we're torn apart. I would be okay with that because I loved Can't You See Me era. And Can't You See Me era was pretty dark, but it had very much light concept, you know? I love All Night. I love All Night too. I always seem to bring up All Night in any of my lives. Has anyone seen that before? Like for people who come on my lives, I always happen to bring it up at some point. But it's that good. You just I can't not bring up a king. I can't. I'm sorry. Like it's the song. Is one of the best songs of 2019. Astro really did that. And I feel like a lot of new people came into the Astro or a lot of people came to know Astro because of that song. Like Astro was definitely a somewhat Nugu status group then. They were known in like Korea, but not really internationally. I feel like All Night really hooked a lot of international fans. It was that good though. I'm not even gonna lie. Ben can choke me right along with Wonyoung. Nah, all of Astro looks so good. There's one Astro member that freaks me out though. I'm forgetting his name right now. Let me search it up because it's very important to know. MJ. I thought MJ was the Macne. When I found out he was the young of the group, the oldest, what? He literally looks like a child. And he acted like the Macne too. And then he's the oldest. Like Jin of BTS acts like, he's rambunctious too, but like you can somewhat still tell he's at least older than some of the members, but genuinely MJ looked like he was the youngest. I found out he's the oldest. I was like, what? Oh my gosh. And then Blue Hour came out, the Blue Hour album came and hooked everyone. Ooh. You couldn't stop me talking about Blue Hour. I'm just gonna be honest. Even my friends at school know I talked about that in school, out of school, on like calls when I'd talk to my friends. I was hooked. Like I was already hooked by Eternal. Like I was hooked. Like I was in this for real during Eternal. But Blue Hour like sealed that deal. I was hooked. I was done. It actually destroyed me. I was done. Remember when in the Blue Hour era and the trailer for the MV and everyone thought it was gonna be a rock concept? Those were good times. People thought it was gonna be a rock concept. I thought it was gonna be a cowboy concept. It low-key was. It was like a magical cowboy concept, It had that element in there with the disco. It was all over the place. The moment I remember the most about the Blue Hour fiasco was Bomgyu's MV trailer. I was shook. I watched it for the first time. I remember watching it for the first time and being flabbergasted. I was like, who is this man? This is not Bomgyu. I was so shook. I was and the song sounded so good. Oh my gosh. The Blue Hour trailer, the song sounded so good. I was like, I'm gonna love this. I'm actually going to love this. The concept and everything. Okay. back to reality. Favorite girl group, Twice. I love Twice. Oh my gosh. I love Twice. I don't know what it is about Twice, but it's like every comeback they just get better. Twice has not had a downfall yet. I don't care about their sales. I do not care about anything about that. Musically, concept wise, they just always go up. Twice has never failed me. And that is why I love them so, so much. Twice B-sides? Oh, oh. Because Twice title tracks are there, but Twice B-sides are magical, guys. Twice B-sides. If y'all don't listen to Twice's B-sides, I don't know. Start listening. Start getting hooked because they're good. There's something there for everyone, I promise you. It's actually so good. My faves are Red Velvet. Red Velvet literally comes second, maybe third, but Red Velvet is there solely based on B-sides too. Red Velvet's B-sides are actually, I feel like they put crack in it. I'm gonna be honest. Something is put in that music because Red Velvet's B-sides are just, oh wow. Oh wow. Red their R&B B-sides are actually my bread and butter. I love them so much. They're so good. They're so good. I'm obsessed. I am obsessed with them. I wish Twice had better vocals though. Me too. I wish Twice were like these vocal queens, and it does kind of suck that people like hate on them just because they aren't these vocal queens, but to be very honest, I could care less. The music is good. The music is good. I don't know. Maybe they're putting a buttload of auto-tune or something, but the music is good, and that's all I need. I am not a vocal coach. I know nothing. So I'm fine with it. It sounds good to my ears, so it's fine. Their red concepts are like eargasm enlightenment. It is the red. The red concepts are cute. Okay, I like them, but I love me a velvet concept. I'm sorry. I appreciate red concepts and I love them. I love them like so much with my whole heart. But their velvet concepts are my I love their velvet concepts. So good. Your bias in Twice and Red Velvet. Mine is Momo and Irene. Mine is Nyan and Yeri. I love them. They're so great. I don't know. I don't even know why Yeri's my bias. I don't really look at Red Velvet content. Red Velvet's more of the visual group for me. Like I don't really know much about the members. I just know that I like their concept and music. But Yeri's just the one that like Yeri was the one that I don't know. I just liked her visual and aesthetic the most. And also I have her poster. So it just happened to be like that. Not gonna lie, Red Velvet has an interesting concept that makes their group stand out more outstanding in my opinion. They do. That I feel like that's why they're just so loved. Like in my opinion, Red Velvet is like the red wine of Gen 3 girl groups. Like they don't need to be the most popular with the most sales. They're just there and they're good. And when they come out with an album, it's good. I just really like it. They're great. No, because Velvet music goes in for no reason. No reason. Like, what is this? Oh my goodness. Time slip? Automatic? What? I'm sorry. Cause I gotta talk about it for 1 second. What did who produced the song? What why? I'm speechless. I can't even say words. Who made the song? Because they actually need a hug. Like, I will literally hug them for eternity because what did they put in that song? Eyes locked, hands locked. No, because oh my gosh, Red Velvet B-sides are actually so perfect. It was so good. TXT and the autotune. Why does Big Hit hate them so much? Like, they can sing live. Like, did they not see the world tour? They have so much autotune on them for no reason. I don't know why. They even have like I feel like rock music should be more raw, because that's kind of like what it is. It's very raw, very hard hitting vocals, but they still put a buttload of autotune on it. Like, is that not weird? Like, I feel like rock, the whole point of rock is to not be super polished, and they tried to polish something that just couldn't, you know? Check out Popcorn and Zero Coke. I will. I will. I will. I literally went down a rabbit hole like a month ago, looking at just looking at all of Red Velvet's R&B B-sides, because I realized that that was my favorite type of Red Velvet, their R&B B-sides. And I just kept falling deeper and deeper. Literally, they must have Black people doing it because it's actually so good. Some of them literally sounded like something out of a Brandy album. I'm not even gonna lie. So good. Tank O.O. How about we just wait for Nmixx to have a comeback? I don't like either of the songs. The concept was okay. I'm just waiting for them to have a comeback and redeem themselves. I genuinely want Nmixx to have a comeback and redeem themselves. For me, some people may love it, but I need to see an Nmixx comeback because the girls are talented. I've seen the clips. The girls are talented. They were just given a trash for a debut. They were given trash for a debut. And I'm so sorry for them because they deserve a lot better. So they're one of those groups where I hope that they're just given a normal song next time. Genuinely, I hope they're given a normal song. Like, JYP never has a problem giving Twice and ITZY normal songs, and they do fine with that. Nmixx should just get, a normal song. Like, it's fine. They could really just do that. They don't need to be an ITZY copy. They don't need to be a Twice copy. They could be a good in the middle. I really see that for Nmixx. The fact I learned Tank by Nmixx and it took me 6 hours because the choreo was so fast. I need to learn that shoog 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 move. I actually want to learn it. I feel like their choreography would be fun. I'm not even gonna lie. The only choreography I've learned recently was Hype Boy by New Jeans, because I just liked it. But I should get back to learning more. I remember like 2 summers ago or something, maybe 1 summer ago, I learned all of Alcohol Free, like the whole entire dance. And I was good at it too. Lost weight dancing to it too. It was great, guys. It was great. And I learned more and more as well. Also very fun. I like O.O more. Maybe it's just me. LMAO. I will say this. O.O is very how do I say this? It has a lot of layers to it as a song. It does. It's one of those songs you have to study to really understand, and I appreciate that. But casually listening to it, I couldn't. I really couldn't. It's too much to follow. Literally, I see the Brandy influences and I love it. Yes, like they're there with SM R&B songs. They're just there. Like I can tell that I feel like I can always tell when an SMB side is produced by a Black person. I know that's gonna sound racial. I'm Black. Don't worry about it, okay? But I can just tell. I can. I really can. I really, really can. Because it shows. It shows. It really does. Because a lot of the Black people who produced that probably grew up around that music. So they know how to make it authentically. Not saying that you can't make it authentically if you're not Black, but you get what I mean. You get what I mean. You understand, hopefully. Do you like Stray Kids? My opinion on Stray Kids is I actually liked them in like 2018 to 2019. 2020 it was very and recently I just haven't been able to get into their music. I still support the guys. I hope they have a good career. They look like they're going far and it looks like they're getting more popular, but I personally liked Stray Kids before God's Menu more. Like Myro? Do y'all remember the bop that was Myro? Ooh, the beginning of the song itself is iconic. Nah. New Stray Kids, I'm sorry, New Stray Kids has nothing on Old Stray Kids. Like, New Stray Kids has its place, of course, but Old Stray Kids is great. It's just, yeah, yeah. O.O and Tank are so fun to learn. You lose weight as well. I'm gonna have to learn it. I'm going to. I'm gonna have to learn it. I want to learn an Itzy song too. Like I learned the dance to Mafia in the Morning when it came out. That alone made me tired. So I should really get back into learning those types of dances too because they're really fun. They're hard, but they're fun, you know? I used to love Stray Kids, but their songs now give me a headache. I don't know why. Yeah. I don't know. I've lost a lot of musical interest in them. Like I don't know. There's something about their songs now, it just doesn't hit the way it used to. Like what is Mm. Y'all are so devious about these idols and oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. Um moving on. Breathe. Okay. Myro is their best song, not gonna lie. It is. I was actually one of their best songs. I don't even this doesn't even need to be an opinion poll or nothing. Myro is that song. Myro is that. Like it is that. Myro's Myro, you know? It's good. I love Myro too. The song's such a vibe. It is. It's so I don't even the beginning of Myro is so good in my opinion. Like there's something about the song that just makes me like, I don't know, feel powerful. Like, I don't know. It's just good. It's a song that should be played at feminist rallies, guys, to be honest. Like it just makes me feel powerful. But Maniac got me back into K-pop. So thanks, I guess, Stray Kids. Okay, I like Maniac's chorus. That chorus is actually really catchy. Like really, really catchy. Everything else about the song is just okay to me, you know? Can you sing something for us? I can't. That's the one thing. That's the one reason could not be an idol. I don't feel comfortable singing in public. But just to let you know, I can carry a small tune. Yeah, I'll never prove it to y'all because I'm scared. But just know. Just know, Just know. Stray Kids finally changed their formula in their songs though. Their songs back then were pretty cool too. Yeah. They changed their formula and I'm happy with that. And it looks like Three Racha like found a very good production styling and lyric styling that works for them. And I like that cuz I feel like Stray Kids has more of an identity now than back then. That's good. But I still love their older songs. I can't not, you know? Stays are so toxic. Like, look at what they're doing to bomb you on Twitter. I don't even look. I am not on boy group stan Twitter. I'm on girl group stan. I see the inner workings of girl group stan Twitter, and it's not great. Y'all got to stop. You want these idols to hurt you. You're victims. You're victims. You're victims. You gotta stop. you got to stop. You're victims. Oh my goodness. Y'all want to be abused by men because they're hot. Like, we need to start thinking clearly. We need to start thinking with a more clear sound mind. Oh my gosh. I remembered IVE is about to have a comeback. And I have a feeling that this comeback will not fit people's standards like Love Dive or 11. But IVE has the power to turn anything amazing. Why do I feel like they're going to give us low-key and Everglow concept? Like, not that hard-hitting, but like, I feel like they're going to give us an Everglow Stacy combo. Is that weird? Like, it's going to still have that, like, IVE concept, but it's going to be very girl crush. People are going to like it, though. There's gonna be like a few people who will be like, I hate this, but like in a few weeks they'll be like, this is kind of bopping. Me though, knowing how I react to IVE comebacks, it's just gonna be mid for me. Like, do not be surprised if you see my community post about it and I'm like, it's all right. Like, or I might lie to y'all and say it's good for clicks. You gotta do what you gotta do for the attention, right? Like, I don't know. I know this is so unpopular of an opinion, but I think IVE's just such mid music wise. IVE is so mid. Concept wise, though, they're such an S tier group. Like, they're so good concept wise, but the music is just fine. Like, I don't know. I never get so amazed by IVE's music. It's good. It's good. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, it's bad. But I don't know. I don't know. Like, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. That's all I have to say. It's fine. I will cry if IVE's comeback is bad. It's not gonna be bad. I feel like it's gonna be different. Just looking at the concept photos, it's gonna be different, but it's not gonna be bad. I have trust in IVE's producers that they will not create a bad song. They'll create a mid song, but not a bad song. Like, their songs are never bad. IVE doesn't make bad songs. The most they'll make is a mid-tier song. Like, and that's okay. Every group has one mid-tier song in their career. It just happens at one point. With Ace Bud's girls. With TXT, in my opinion, it's Runaway. That's such a is that an unpopular opinion? Because on MOA social media, everyone praises Runaway, and I'm just like, it's not that good. Like, I don't know. Is it really that good? Maybe I'm just biased, but I don't know. I never really connected with Runaway the way other people did. I feel like other title tracks are better. I feel like a boy group is going to come out with a feminine / cam concept, and it's going to be so good, and that is going to flip the K-pop industry upside down. Will it be the start of the K-pop boy group takeover? Because I'm going to be honest, I feel like it used to be such more of a mainstream thing to like boy groups more than girl groups. But now I feel like it's the other way around. There might be a group to change that. I haven't seen that yet, but who knows? It all depends on what sells. Like right now, the thing that's selling the most with boy groups is dark, aggressive concepts. But it could totally change. Remember when Nyan was crying to run away during maybe 20? I remember. Oh my gosh. No, because everyone loved that song. Everyone like felt that song so hard. And I feel the same way with Runaway that I do with IVE's whole discography, to be honest. It's good, but it's not my everything, you know? I liked other title tracks so much more. But I really do like Runaway. Like Runaway is higher than Love Song and Good Boy Gone Bad and also Crown, to be honest. Like it's in my top 3 with TXT title tracks, but I don't know, it's not my number 1 favorite. Y'all should check out Elast. Their songs are good. Well, to me, I guess. I have to look at Elast. Why do I never hear anything about them? I just never hear anything about boy groups anymore. What happened to me? I used to be all for the boy groups. A shame, to be honest. I need to get back into it. I used to be like a person who does both girl groups and boy groups. Like I keep up with both. To be honest, now I keep up with none. It's a privilege for K-pop groups if I keep up with them. And I'm not trying to say they need me. I'm just saying, like, if I'm keeping up with a K-pop group, that means I actually have interest in them as, like, characters and people. Because I do not... I do not keep up with them. I don't keep up with K-pop groups. It's too hard to. Hey. Hi, Peachy. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Listen to their song Muse. Let me put that on my Spotify playlist quickly. Elast Muse. Honestly, the only boy groups I stan anymore are Elast, BTS, and TXT. Okay. So they must be like, okay. I'm just going to follow them so I remember. And then I'll look at their things. Oh, they low-key look kind of Nugu with the numbers that they're pulling. They need more numbers. I'll have to see. Who knows? I might become their number 1 promoter on my channel. Well, who knows? I used to be obsessed with ONEUS when they first debuted. Like I was a huge... What was it called? It was the ONEUS song that they debuted with or something. Was it called Valkyrie? Valkyrie? I love that song. I loved it. Valkyrie by ONEUS. Valkyrie. Valkyrie. I loved, oh my gosh, I loved that song when it came out. I used to like watch the music video a bunch of times and I was just obsessed with it. What do you mean you're debuting? It's clickbait surprise. Yay. I'm sorry. Valkyrie rock version hits differently. Yes. Rock versions just are better. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I love rock versions. When a group does a rock concept, I'm nowhere to be seen though. They just need to do rock versions of their normal concepts and I'll be in. Oh, this came in my mind. What do you think about Blackpink's Ready for Love and their upcoming comeback? Okay. I'll be tuning in, but don't be surprised if I don't really like it or if I don't care about it as much. I'm going to be honest, every Blackpink comeback's the same to me. It's the same hard-hitting song. Like, I don't know. Lovesick Girls really surpassed my expectations, and I loved that. But I don't know. Other than that, I never really get excited for their comebacks like that. It's also because I just don't stand Blackpink. I support the girls. I never hate them. I want them to succeed. When they get good things, I'm happy for them. But I don't know. I'm just not a fan like that. So I stay tuned because obviously it's Blackpink, but you know, like, I don't know. I'm not really excited, but I'm not bored or not looking forward to it. I'm excited for what they'll do, concept wise. I low-key know what they might do music wise. It seems kind of obvious at this point, but concept wise, it could be something different, and I'm excited to see that. Apparently, YG put a lot of money into the music video, so who knows? That just randomly came into my mind while you were talking about Runaway. You know, it came into my mind a little bit during the beginning of the live, but I just kind of I kind of sidetracked myself and forgot about it because I'm like, someone might ask me. So I don't need to worry about it. Honestly, I was so excited for Blackpink's comeback. Back then. But now I don't know why. I just feel like their comeback is not going to be good. I feel like their comeback is just going to be a Blackpink comeback. It's going to do numbers. It's going to do well. People are going to love it. Blinks are starved. They need anything they can get. And I understand that, you know? I'm starved for Bright Concept TXT. So when they go back to their Bright Concept, I will take anything. I really will. So I get that. But personally, I don't know. Like, really going back to listen to Blackpink's music, there's definitely some gold in there. But a lot of the songs are just there. A lot of the songs are just there. So I'm not excited for this comeback, but I'm intrigued to see what they will do. I guess musically as well, but mostly concept-wise, you know? Dari Dari rock version 8. Why haven't I heard that before? Wait, why haven't I heard? Whoa. I haven't heard the rock version. I have not. Oh, wait, that's weird. There's a rock version? Why didn't I know about this? Wait. Wait, what? I have to check my Spotify for a second. There's a rock version? Okay, I'm getting sidetracked. What else can I talk about? What other, like, oh, NCT is coming back, which is crazy because on Cheryl's live, was it yesterday or on, was it yesterday or was it like Saturday? I literally said on Cheryl's live, I was like, where's NCT? Or I was like, where's NCT 127? They're coming back in September. They are coming back in September. I'm so excited. They're my favorite NCT unit. I know everyone is NCT Dream fans, but I love 127. 127 is my everything. Did I blow your mind? You did. Wait, because I didn't know there was a rock version. I never get to know anything. Honestly, I was so excited for Blackpink's comeback, but back then, but now I don't know why. I just feel like their comeback is not going to be good. Oh, I already read that. Anyway, this might be embarrassing to ask, but what's your name, Sarah? I'll write it in the chat too. Sarah. Sarah. But honestly, I don't really care. You could literally call me anything and I'd be fine. But yeah, that's my name. Or you can call me my channel name, Subin Aesthetic. I get both. It doesn't really matter to me. Excuse me. I'm saving money for the repackage. Yeah. I don't buy NCT albums, but I stream them. Boy, do I stream them. NCT is what now? Yes, they're coming back in September. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. My sister's name is Sarah. It's a good name. I'm not even gonna lie. It's a good name. It's a basic name. Like, I've met maybe over 20 Sarahs in my life. It's such a common name. But it's good, you know? It's a nice name. Hey, if you were in charge of TXT's concept, even down to the clothing, what would you do? That is a good question. Let me think about that for a second. A black girl named Sarah. I'm black, by the way. You know what is crazy? It's crazy. Honestly, I don't even think I know other black people. Crazy, right? But I don't even think I have the whitest name out of some of my black friends. Okay, I know it's Hebrew. Sorry, I'm low-key talking to my mom. I know it's Hebrew, but like still, a lot of people usually kind of connect Sarah with like a white girl. But like, I actually forget what her name is. But I remember meeting a black girl and her name was whiter than mine. It was like Stephanie or something. And I was like, I guess I don't have the whitest name for a black girl. My name is literally, I don't want to pronounce this wrong. Is it Shahan? Y'all have actual pretty names. Your name's pretty too. Okay. I think I think names that pertain to anyone's culture or ethnic background is so pretty. I think it's really pretty. And I like that because that means your parents really like wanted you to keep in touch with that part of your culture, that they gave you that name. Mm-hmm. I have a cultural name for like my middle name, but my normal name is just, Sarah, which is Hebrew, but I'm not Hebrew. So honestly, I don't think anyone's name is ugly. I think people have unique names, and I feel like you can see the beauty in everyone's name. Low key, I used to make fun of my brother's middle name though. But that's okay because we're from the same ethnic background, so, and we're siblings, so. Actually, I was named after my sister's friend in kindergarten. Oh, I like that. I also like that I like when names are attached to things that are close. Fun fact, my dad named me after his past ex, and he even has it tattooed on his arm. Whoa, that's crazy. I don't even know my parents' exes, to be honest. I don't know. My name is Anthony. That's a nice name. That is an okay. Anthony. I don't know if I actually have met an Anthony before in real life. Have I? I don't know. You're gonna gag once I type in my name. Just give me time to gain the courage. I will not judge it. But if it's like one where it's hard to pronounce, could you put in the pronunciation? Because I hate mispronouncing names wrong. Like I don't like doing it. I can say my middle name, like one of my middle names. I have two middle names. Crazy. Is it two middle names or is it just one whole name? And my parents pushed it together. I don't know, but I have two middle names. One of my middle names is Ruby, which is easier to say than my other middle name. It's also easy to say, but it's spelled in a way where it might catch you off guard. And then my last name, um, it's something. My last name, Tyrone G. That's nice. Wait, I like that. Tyrone G. There's nothing to be ashamed about that name for. I like that. The B is silent. No, because your name's actually unique. Okay, dude, never be ashamed of your name because that's actually unique and cool. Other than just Sarah. You actually have a name that's unique and it connects to your culture. Don't be ashamed of that. Be proud of that. That's a pretty name. Okay? Be confident in your name. If everyone had the same boring old name, like there would be nothing fun. So be proud of your name. Don't be embarrassed by it. Show it to the world. Well, don't show everything to the world. You don't want to get doxxed or anything. But you know what? Be proud of it. Okay? I've been seeing a lot of people talking about Jiwoo's weight, which is annoying to see every day, not gonna lie. I don't understand the obsession with like K-pop idols' weight. Ugh. Like, why are people so obsessed with it? Ugh. It sucks because like, who cares? It's not like these people are lazy or anything. They're always dancing. So if they gain or lose weight, like it's fine. We don't even really know what idols eat in a day. So how can we dictate how they're healthy or not? People just like to talk. It's kind of ugh. I am Abrab. My middle name is my father's name, and last name is my grandfather's. Ooh, that's cool. I don't know if anyone in my family also has my middle name, but they gave it to me. I think my dad made my middle name because my mom my mom was the one who chose my first name. Uh and I think my dad just wanted to give me a name that connected with my Nigerian roots, so he went for my middle name, of course. Max and Ruby. You know what's crazy? Every time I'd say, I feel like that was an on-running gag for me to connect my middle name, well, half of my middle name, to that show. I don't know why. I was like, oh my gosh, I have the same name as the main character. I think it's because I just never saw any main character in a show with the name Sarah. I don't know why. I just never did. Second fun fact, Tyron G is a rare name that is beautiful. It is. It is. People are talking about Jiwoo's weight from Nmixx. Why? It's always fourth gen idols too. Like, what is your business talking about the weight of kids? Because you know these are all kids. Why do you care how much these teenagers weigh? And young adults. Or just anyone. My grandpa named me off an Indian god, he says, but I can't even find it anywhere on the internet. Hmm. Hmm. That is also interesting. Maybe you have to, like, I don't know. Maybe you could ask a family member who might know it if you can't find it on the internet. I honestly should start. I'll have to end the live soon because I have to get ready for bed. There's a lot I have to do. Both my last and my first name is Greek. I have a very ancient last name. Oh, okay, that's cool. That's cool. I honestly haven't gotten to experience anything really Greek, like food even either. It's a culture I really haven't dipped my toes into at all. I should. Opinions on Wonyoung. I like Wonyoung. I think she's pretty. I've seen some of her like content. She seems like a nice girl. I don't understand any of the hate. Well, I do understand it. I just don't think it's valid. I understand the hate, but it's not valid hate. People kind of just hate her because they're jealous of her and they're upset that she's young and successful. But like that's not a valid reason to hate her for everything she does. So like I don't understand the hate for this young girl. Also, did you know Sarah means noblewoman or princess? I did. Or I do. I I used to rub that in people's faces so much. Like when I tell you kids can be little mean people, I'm low-key talking about myself. Like I used to rub it in people's faces that my name meant princess. And I had a princess concept growing up. I'm not gonna lie. It comes with being the only girl and the youngest. Like I was spoiled. I don't know. It's 6 a.m. for me right now. That is crazy. It's 11 p.m. for me right now. But yeah. People need to leave Wonyoung alone. She gets hate for no reason. She does. She like there is no valid reason to hate her. She hasn't done anything terribly problematic that I've seen. She's not doing anything terrible. Like I don't understand this hate for her. Like it all stems down to jealousy. It stems down to jealousy, really. People are just upset that she's successful both domestically in Korea and internationally. People are just jealous that she's doing well. I also forgot she's fluent in English. Yeah, Wonyoung is fluent in English. She has a nice accent too. Really cool. OMG, I just Googled my name just now and it shows my grandpa's number and address. That's the weird part. Like, if you search up your name or anything involved with yourself, it'll show like family addresses and stuff like that. It just shows how much things are on the internet. Be safe, guys, with your digital footprint because it can come to bite back at you. It really can. And also, like, people will just know things. Like, make sure you never put your phone number online. Make sure you never kind of hint where you live, at least specifics of it. Just be very cautious about that stuff. Because you can get doxxed or anything. It's crazy. It really is. And it's weird because ever since I was a kid, I've been obsessed with Greek mythology, and I also have a lot of dirty. Ooh. Okay. I don't know a lot about Greek mythology. I only know like Eros, Persephone, Hades, and Hera. And I don't even really know anything about them. I just know those names. Like she got hate for eating a strawberry and for drinking water or boba. Like that's so weird. Why does it bother you how someone eats? Like, okay, she ate a strawberry with tiny bites. They weren't even that small of bites. Like, how did people expect her to eat that strawberry? Like shoving it in her mouth? Like, that's weird. Why are you so obsessed with it anyway? Even if she did shove it in their mouth, they'd have a problem with her eating too much. Like, it's too much. I don't get it. Yes, be safer. Please be safe. Especially with the doxing one. Doxing doesn't even just happen to people with the social media. Like if someone could find your information and they could just dox you. And it's really a dangerous situation because when people when people swat when people like call in someone to swat you, like the police will come with guns and stuff, and if you even react a certain wrong way you could end up dead. Like swatting is such a dangerous situation with doxing. It's actually so scary. Eros is god of love, Persephone goddess of spring. Okay. Okay. Who in their right minds will tell anyone their address or phone number? I don't even like. There's ways to find it without you even telling it. I think there's a way to literally get someone's address and phone number and stuff just off their email. It'll take a lot of like stuff, but I think you can do that. So it's a lot. Hades, the god of the underground. Okay. Interesting. I know Hades from Hercules. I love that Disney movie. Hercules. Such a good movie. Banging music. Oh, people say that Love Dive by Ive is Greek mythology wise. I can low key see that. I can a little bit. Luckily he was in the military and has guns, but I can throw hands, so I can be his backup. Yes, you can. Fave movie. I have a lot. I can like name some. I love Parasite, like the Korean movie. Parasite is really good. Howl's Moving Castle. It's like an anime movie. Really good. Um Ooh. Uh Princess and the Frog. Love that movie. Even though Tiana was a frog for the whole movie, but we can move past it. We can. Mulan. Love that movie. So good. And what's the fifth one? There's a lot. uh ooh, there's this one. It's called Johnson Family Vacation. I low key feel like it's a black movie. Like I feel like it's one of those movies that like not everyone knows, but if you're black, you probably know it. It's called Johnson's Family Vacation. Love it. It's one of my favorites to watch. I don't watch it all the time, but when I watch it, I always laugh and enjoy myself. Oh yeah, because Love Dive has to do with Cupid, I think. Yeah. I see the ties to it. I see the ties. Do you watch K dramas? Do I watch K dramas? I do. I do. I do. I'm so deep in the K drama stuff that I watch old K dramas because sometimes the new ones can't like fulfill me enough. Ooh, there's this one old K drama. I advise you all to watch it if you like K dramas because this is the K drama to end all K dramas. It's called Stairway to Heaven. It's so good. The characters are so good. I even got my parent hooked on it. That's how good it is. It's so good. Parasite was iconic. Have you seen Alice in Borderland? It's literally the Japanese version of Squid Game. Okay, I watched like YouTube clips of it and it seems good, but I here's the thing. I like Squid Game, but I honestly don't really like a lot of the I don't like violence like death games. I don't like death games. I don't like really watching people die on screen, even if it's fake. It's so unenjoyable for me. So it was hard to get through Squid Game. So I don't think I could get through Alice in Borderland because I watched clips and it was not, Is it on Netflix? No. Stairway to Heaven is not on Netflix. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this. I watched Stairway to Heaven on the illegal K-drama websites. It's the only right way to watch K-dramas, guys. Like, I'm sorry. Like, you gotta start watching K-dramas on the illegal websites. It's just better. One that I highly recommend is called Drama Cool. Drama Cool is a good website to watch K-dramas for free. And that's where I watch old K-dramas. I'm telling you, that's the way to go. It's less expensive. You might get a loss in video quality. Like, I don't usually see 180p shows on there, but like, it's worth it because you get more of a range of K-dramas and you get them quicker. Okay, so Aphrodite is Eros's mother, huh? And is Mimicus a show, or is that like one of the Greek gods? Okay, I might watch Alice in Borderland. I might. I just can't. I do not. I don't love killing games. I don't. But I'll give it a chance. I will. Trying that tomorrow during class. Do it, because I'm telling you, like, I don't watch anything with my good hard-earned money. The only streaming website I have is Disney Plus. I don't have any other streaming website. It's not worth it. Don't spend your hard-earned coin for K-dramas. Just get it online for free. It's actually so much better. I use those illegal K-drama websites. You're not alone, sis. It's easy. It's so easy. It's free. And at the end of the day, if one site goes down, just go to another. It's fine. I do the same thing for anime too. I am not buying Crunchyroll and Funimation. What? No. I'm going to the anime websites and getting them for free. People must think like I could not. I'm not paying for any I'm not paying for any type of entertainment. That isn't Disney Plus. I'll pay for Disney Plus because like you literally get everything. Disney. Love that. Yeah, it's a show. My first ever K-drama I watched was While You Were Sleeping. It was okay now, I guess. Yeah, I feel like every first K-drama feels amazing when you first watch it, and then you get back to it and you're like, huh, was it that good? What was my first K-drama? It was this one where like she had a twin sister, but they were split at birth. And her twin sister gets bullied to the point where she allegedly commits suicide and dies or something like that. So the twin sister finds out that they were related, so she goes into school as the sister, as if she wasn't dead, and takes revenge. It was something like that. Um it wasn't as good as it used to be in my head. But I'm thankful I watched it because it got me into K-dramas, you know? Sunghoon from Enhypen is in action. Sunwho's in a K-drama. I literally saw that. I I saw that clip. Sunwoo was in a K-drama. I'm like, what is the K-drama called? I need to know. Have you watched any BLs? I haven't. I have not. I haven't crossed that territory yet. What do y'all recommend? Everyone type in Sparkly. For real, it has everything great quality. Okay. Sparkly. Oh, Mimicus. Okay, that was the show. Okay. Because I saw the clip with Sunghoon in it. Okay. Yeah, because I saw the YouTube clip with Sunghoon in the show, and I was like, huh, where is that from? Let me read the synopsis because I want to know what this is about. An art ties. Okay, that sounds cool. It's basically it's an art school drama. I like any type of school dramas. Ooh, another good K drama is Penthouse. I loved Penthouse. Every second of it. Penthouse is I don't even like I don't want to put it in the same category as just regular Penthouse regular K dramas because regular K dramas are not Penthouse. Penthouse was a soap opera. Penthouse was a amazing award-winning show in my eyes. It was actually so good. If you haven't watched Penthouse, please, I beg you to watch it. It's actually really good. You can't find it on Netflix, at least not Netflix Canada. You're going to have to watch it illegally. But it's really, really good. I recommend watching the BL show Bad Buddy Girl. It's so good and it's really okay. Let me put that on my list of things to watch. Dun, dun, dun. Now I haven't remembered. I screenshotted it or I phone shotted it. Well, can anyone tell me if Jisoo's acting was good in Snowdrop? I want to get into a new drama. I started Snowdrop. I started episode 1, but I wasn't really watching it. I kind of had it as background noise to me editing a video. So I'd have to go back. But from what I saw of it, she was doing okay. She definitely will become a really, really good actor. She's already really, really good, but she'll do even better with more experience. Because she's kind of been doing the idol thing. So now that she's going into acting, she'll do really good. I think I can't find Snowdrop or Kang Daniel's drama on Disney Plus. Really? Are you in Disney Plus Canada or somewhere else? Because I don't know if I can find Kang Daniels, but I can find Snowdrop for sure. Let me look. Hi. How are you? Let's see. Yeah. Snowdrop is on my Disney Plus. Kang Daniels? His is not on mine. I wanted to watch the In the Soup one with Taehyung from BTS and his friends, but that's only in Disney Plus Korea, so can't watch it. I'm watching it illegally though. Nothing stops me. I'm good. How are you? I'm good. I'm good. Just living my life. I have the US version. I couldn't find Kang Daniel's drama Rookie Cop. I can't find it either. I guess I'll check again. I put in his name, but I didn't put in the show. Yeah. Maybe that's a Netflix Korea exclusive. If you really want to watch it, you can watch it on like a K-drama website. Like, I don't like that I'm promoting illegal streaming. It's not something you should promote, but yeah. It's a bit interesting. Where's the synopsis? This looks like a good synopsis. Um, the synopsis I saw was pretty tame, but maybe I'm looking at the wrong synopsis. Mm. Illegal streaming is tea, in my opinion. It is. It's so good. Honestly, illegal streaming will save your wallets, guys. Don't waste time. These most of these actors are already millionaires, so you don't need to feel bad about not streaming. Most of these actors and actresses are already millionaires. And honestly, most of the money's going to these big companies who aren't even that ethical. So don't feel too bad. Just do it. Just stream. Semantic error was good too. Semantic error. Strict rule-abiding computer science major in this work. The artist's polar opposite personality to his. Netflix does has good dramas. Netflix has pretty standard dramas, you know. Their dramas are okay. It's definitely limited though. I have to go, but I hope you have a good night, Sarah. Hope you do too. Bye. Netflix has good dramas, but I feel like I don't know. It limits you because they don't have everything. The dramas that they have are really good. Like It's Okay to Not Be Okay. Crash Landing on You. Like they have some really good dramas, but I feel like it really limits you. If you're just starting out as a K-drama fan and you haven't watched a lot, then Netflix is great. But if you want to branch out and you want to watch more, you just head to the illegal streaming sites. It's the best thing to do. I feel like I should go to bed. Like I feel like I should sleep. I'm tired. Touch My Heart is a good K-drama, not gonna lie. What is that? Oh, I remember seeing that, but I never watched it. I never watched it. I don't know why, but it's that actor in particular. Every K dramas he's in, I just always seem to avoid it. I don't know why. It's nothing against him. I just seem to avoid it because they never look that good to me. Is Love Alarm good? I heard it's bad. Want to watch it? I didn't watch the second season, so I can't speak on it. But the first season was, it was just fine. Oh, I need to watch True Beauty. Low key, it's so overrated. You don't need to watch it. It's one of, but like, if you want to understand the K drama fandom culture, I guess you should watch it because it's one of the big ones there. But it's really overrated. As someone who read the webtoon before it became a K drama, like, it skips a lot and it really simplifies the plot to like such a small amount where some parts of it doesn't really make sense. Honestly, I would say read the webtoon or whatever, but even then the webtoon has gone pretty downhill in my opinion. It's just not a story worth paying attention to. It's really not. Opinions on Jenny being in a show. I'm happy for her. Good for her. She's in a show. I'm not gonna watch it. I mean, I don't know. I feel like the show is going to be like a try hard Euphoria. It's going to be like Euphoria, but instead of it being adults acting like teens, they're going to be adults acting like adults. But they're trying to be pop stars, so it's different. But they're still going to be doing everything that they did in Euphoria. It's the same thing. But people are going to eat it up. So, eh. Is the webtoon better? The webtoon was better, but now the webtoon's just the same old stuff. It's just better not to watch it. Yeah, it's like that show's just gonna be a glorified Euphoria. I heard it has the same producer or whatever director. So yeah. But good for her. She's getting some semblance of like her big movie star break. So I'm happy for her for that. But I'm not gonna watch it. I guess I will watch to see Jenny and Lily. If it's bad, I'm gonna drop it. I will watch clips, like how I watched Euphoria clips. I never fully watched Euphoria because it didn't interest me. But I've seen clips. It'll be the same with that show. I also just kind of want to see Jenny act in English and just her acting in general. It'll be different. Have you seen All of Us Are Dead? I only watched halfway through because I don't know. I just I'm not really big on survival shows where they have to survive and there's lots of drama like that. I like more of the romances. I just think they're more fun to watch because they're usually more lighthearted. I think I'm gonna go, guys. I'm tired. I think I'm gonna go. If I keep talking more, I'm gonna fall asleep on live. So, what are you looking at? Oh my goodness. Good night, everyone. Bye. Um, go back, mom.